We are Debbie and Bill Casson. We have been on the road since the end of July 2010. And
I'm just a few months away from 62 and Social Security.
And I am 54. What he does is he writes reports, so he can really do that from anywhere. And I'm an accountant, and I can do that from anywhere. I was already telecommuting from one of my offices in the Bay Area, and had a few clients on my own that I was doing. So I knew that my job was really easy to take on the road. So
I knew mine was easy to take on the road, but I wasn't too sure how well that would be received by the people that I worked for. So I didn't really tell them right away.
It is interesting that people think that their jobs, they're very closed in as to what they think they can do on the road and what they think they can't do on the road. I was talking to someone just the other day who said that they were a teacher and that there's no way that they could do that on the road. And I said, oh, well, sure you can. There's so many online teaching jobs nowadays. All the colleges have online classes, and actually Bill has a friend who does online teaching. So there's so many different ways to look at what you do, and people really don't realize that they box themselves in. If it's something that you really want to do, you can find a way to do it as well.
My name is Dan Anderson.
I'm Jonelle Anderson.
We've been on the road since June 17th when we purchased our RV. I'm 50 years old.
And I'm 49. So it was important for us to be completely debt-free on the roads. We didn't have to worry about that. We are finding jobs through workampers.com. There's also several other sites, coolworks.com, or even just fellow workampers that we've talked with. We get recommendations. So we did start out last fall with working at Amazon in Kentucky, which we really enjoyed, and we got to do a lot of time exploring in Kentucky. Our next area that we want to spend time in is in South Dakota, and so we found a job out in South Dakota, so we'll have basically the whole summer to really explore that area.
And we just decided, let's do it now. We're young enough, we're healthy enough, and it's something we really wanted to do. And why not see the country and live life now? And if things don't work out, we can always go back to the old jobs and go.
Hi, I'm Maria, and this is Brian.
Hi.
We're from the Roaming Pint. We've been on the road for over a year and a half now. Our 2-year nomad anniversary will be August 2012.
Well, I do a lot of design work, mostly software and website design. Maria does websites as well, and her background is in graphic design, so she does projects like that. And then she also spends a lot of her time running our website, The Roaming Pint.
What's The Roaming Pint about?
The Roaming Pint is basically about seeking out great craft beer while you travel. We found that we didn't start the trip saying, oh, we should go hit every brewery in the U.S., but we got to Colorado and we hadn't really much time to research what to do once you get somewhere, because we've been planning to get on the road and learning about the RV and, changing the interior. So we got to Colorado and we said, well, what should we do? And I said, well, maybe there's a brewery. Yeah, I like to say that we work part-time and live full-time because of the fact that we keep our expenses low. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a fun way to phrase it.
We can pick and choose when we want to work and when we want to play.
I'm Jeannette Vieira, and I'm 35, and we've been on the road for just over 2 years. We're going on our 3rd year.
And I'm Dennis Vieira, 38 years old, and same time she is. We fund our travels through basically graphic design and website development.
And you both are involved in that business together?
Yeah.
She's more the designer, I'm more of the developer, but we work as a team. You just don't be scared, because I was scared, and when she first brought this up to me, I was like, how is this even possible? How are we going to make money? We need a steady income and all that type of stuff, and I was worst case scenario guy, and now we're starting our 3rd year and it's working out, and I would have never thought it'd be possible. So just, don't be afraid to take the risk, really. because I was. And here I am.
Hello, my name is Becky Shade. I am 29 years old. I have been a full-time RVer for about 10 months now, but I've been living in my RV for about a year. I make my money exclusively right now by taking seasonal jobs at places. I use this website, coolworks.com, and they list all these like fun jobs in odd places kind of things. And I've always been one of those like natural get outside and do stuff people, and I wanted to go out, you know, and see the country. And I'm not rich, so I couldn't do it. You know, I can't just like save up my money and go. So I ended up contacting, you know, these different places and doing interviews and stuff. Right now I'm at Badlands National Park. That's where this is being filmed. And I applied for this job back in March, and I did a couple other places too. Lake Powell in Utah and Yellowstone National Park. And basically I just sent in applications and they got back to me, and it was like a phone interview kind of process. And then all three of them offered me a job. There were a couple others that I never heard back from. But I mean, three of them called back and they're like, yeah, I want you. And I'm like, sweet choices. And I ended up going with the Badlands because the money was going to be the best here. But I mean, next year I'm probably going to try somewhere different, because that's why I love doing this, is because I want to get out and see stuff. And this lets me do it.
I'm Mary. I'm 46. We've been on the road about a year and a half.
Yeah.
A year and a half.
And I'm Kevin, and I'm 51. Mary and I met 12 years ago, and about a year and a half ago we decided in 3 weeks to buy a travel trailer and hit the road, and that's how long it took, 3 weeks. But we were not in a position in our life where we didn't have to work and still be able to travel and take care of our obligations. So we talked about doing a lot of different things, and the work camping seemed like the easiest thing to get into.
The first summer we work camped in Texas. It was, for this one we got our site free and also all of our hours paid. Kevin worked doing the outside stuff, and I did the inside, like the office reservations and things like that. And what we're doing now is we do what's called row shows at Costco. We go in for a company and demonstrate and talk about their product and sell their product for them. Our schedule right now is like 20 days on and then 5 weeks off, and we really like the freedom of that. With the 5 weeks we can travel or not.
I'm Chris.
And she's a geek.
This is our little spiel that we always do for our seminars. But age, I'm 60. How long we've been on the road. We sold our house in 2003, and this is 2013, so we've been doing this 10 years.
And I'm Jim, and I've been on the road almost 10 years. I'm 59. I'm not as old as she is.
Okay, when we first took off, I kind of thought that we would do something completely different. You know, our life has totally changed. We'll figure out some brand new way to make a living. But computer training is just, it's what I do. And computer support and just playing with technology is what he does. And we found that people on the road needed to learn this too. So he said we started giving the Wi-Fi seminars for Coach Connect at the big rallies. Then they sent us around to all the RV parks that had Coach Connect to do training for the staff and the attendees. And then we found, well, geez, I'd like to show these people how Picasso works for all the pictures that they're taking while they're traveling. So it really did just develop.
And we do everything for planning, preserving, and sharing your travels now. Chris has written the Beginner's Guide to Picasso. It's a little booklet that we sell on the web. It's on Amazon. And we have an ebook. We're doing some training on smartphones now, and we're just having a great time traveling around the country, pretty much following the rallies. We're kind of like carnies in that sense, and it's just a wonderful group of people that we've met over the years, and the vendors and the people that work the rallies. So it's just so much fun.